Hey guys, I thought I'd show you through today a bit of a video on how these dampening or compression dials, as they're also known, how they actually work and how they affect the shock absorber. And I'll run you through a quick maintenance task that you can perform on them to make sure that they're running optimal. So basically, the dampening dial controls a needle valve. So inside the shock body in here, there's a needle valve. It's got holes in it. As you wind the dampening dial in and out, there's a dampening dial there. You can see at the back there's a bolt. So clockwise, the bolt comes out. Anti-clockwise, it retracts. What that's doing is pushing on the back of the needle valve in here. So you wind it clockwise, the needle valve gets pushed further in, closing off the holes, which then restricts the flow of the oil. And then the opposite. Anti-clockwise, you retract the bolt, which lets the needle valve open back up, opens those holes back up, the oil flows faster, more freer, and you get a softer ride. So that's basically what the dampening dial does. It's quite good in terms of you can buy a suspension kit and install it, and you might not be happy with the ride quality. It might be too stiff for what you like, it might be too soft. But if you get a kit with these dampening dials, you can actually fine tune that to how you want it to be, your driving style, your needs, etc. And then also having the ability to change it on the fly. You want to head off-road, you can dial them down nice and soft on the bitumen, get off-road, wind them up, make them stiffer if required. So they're fantastic for that, but I wanted to show you guys it actually does do something mechanically, something physical to the shock absorber. There's lots of comments online. People think dampening, adjusting shock absorbers are a bit of a marketing gimmick. They're not. That's actually what it does. So as said, we'll run you through a quick maintenance task in how to make sure your dampening dials are running optimal. I do my own vehicle every couple of months. Some people never do it. Completely up to you. I would probably recommend at least once every 12 months just to clean them out, get all the grime out, get any water out that might be in there, re-lube the O-rings to reseal them, as well as you can do internal inspection, make sure there's no damage in there, no corrosion happening. So it's fairly simple. Obviously for these, really easy when they're on a bench and you're not laying under a car, but even when they're installed in the vehicle, it's still fairly simple. So basically, with your dampening dial, you want to take the Allen bolt off the cap. Cap comes off. This step you do need to be pretty careful because if you look in here, you can actually see there's 3 ball bearings. And then under those ball bearings, if I can show you, because they are pretty small, under the ball bearings, each of them has a little spring. So you obviously don't want to lose any of them, so just be careful when you do pull the cap off. And then when you're at that stage, take those 2 Allen bolts off and the whole body of the dampening dial comes off like that. You can see this one here, the green gasket stayed on. Sometimes the gasket comes off. If it stayed on there, don't try and take it off because you probably will snap it. They are pretty robust and a bit difficult to break, but like we said, if it's stuck on there, just leave it. Then you can see, I'll show you with the rear shocks. There's a grease inside. Disassemble it all, bit of degreaser, clean it all up, make sure it's all dry. Then use a silicone-based grease. Don't use anything that's petroleum or lithium-based because they can actually cause rubber to swell, so you'll end up swelling the O-rings. So silicone-based grease in there. As you can see, there's not much in there. That's all you need. Just a small smearing in there. You then want to chuck your dampening body back on. You want to grease up the 3 ball bearings. I use a cotton bud, just a little dab on each 3. And then with the cotton bud as well, I do the O-ring that's inside the cap. Might be a bit hard to see. Oh, there it is. Bit of a smear of grease around that. Reassemble it all and you're good to go. Another good trick, little tip to use is lanolin spray. So once I reassemble mine and I've done the maintenance job on them, I'll spray them with lanolin spray, just another waterproof barrier. I'll also do it when I'm about to head off-road, give them another spray just to protect it all, especially if you're in fine dust or sand, because that stuff seems to get into everything, even if it's sealed. But it's as simple as that. Like we said, bit more difficult, bit more involved when you're under the vehicle, but still fairly simple. This is our 9-stage kit. The 20-stage kit does have a different dampening dial. It's a bit different to take off and put back on, but the internals are the same and the maintenance steps are the same. So yeah, as simple as that. A bit more involved when they're installed on the vehicle, a bit more difficult to get to. Obviously you can't lay them flat, so do watch out for those ball bearings and those springs. If you do it and you lose them, send us a message. We've got hundreds of spares of these dampening dials pre-assembled, ready to go. So hopefully that helps understand the shocks a little more, helps keep yours running smooth by performing those maintenance steps with the lube in there. We'll keep trying to make these videos. Hopefully they're interesting, hopefully they help. If there's anything you guys want to know more technical, send us a message. We'll see if we can make a video. But yeah, hit us up if you get stuck with anything, if you get stuck with these steps, like we said, if you need new dampening dials. And as always, stay tuned.